In Ethiopia, half the people still don't have access to a toilet. The government admits almost half of children's deaths are linked to poor sanitation and hygiene. But it says it plans to put a stop to that. It wants to ensure everyone has access to a toilet by 2012. Earth Report discovers what the Ethiopian government is doing to meet this target. The health centre in Maxengit serves over 60,000 people. Last year, in just 1 month, 167 patients came here sick with diarrhoea. Some people travelled 20 kilometres to reach this health centre. It is the last resort for people with cholera or those suffering what the government calls acute watery diarrhoea. It is so contagious, patients are kept in a separate ward outside under canvas.
In dry season, there is no patients, this acute watery diarrhea. But rain season is common, 10 to 15 patients per day. This is a bed of the patients who complain of acute watery diarrhea. In 2006, 15 patients died. In the last season, there were 2 patients died.
YEKITE SEWINET is a young mother raised here. She trained to be a health extension worker 2 years ago and now spends much of her time visiting neighbours to persuade them to improve their sanitation.
I travel 5, 6, sometimes 7 kilometres in the field. The rain is bad, the sun is so hot. More than anything, dogs are a problem. I have 17 programmes. I go from house to house, sometimes also to church, and tell people what to do about sanitation and hygiene. Not everybody accepts what I say. There are people living with animals, people without latrines, or people with latrines but don't use them. This house is an example. No latrines, no shelves for utensils, and also animals living with them. I have talked to them, and they have promised they will change in the future.
The health extension workers are women. In this culture, the women feel more comfortable discussing these delicate issues among themselves.
You squat like this, and then close the curtain so that nobody can see you.
YEKITE also invites groups to her own home to show how simple sanitation improves life. Catholic Relief Services, CRS, is one of several organisations encouraging people to use their waste profitably.
CRS tries to design and develop different approaches to address sanitation. One of the things was redesigning the technology of sanitation facilities. And we redesigned very simple toilets like ABAIRE, we call a simple pit, which costs no less than $5, which community can replicate.
CRS provides the cement slab, but the latrine is made by the family from local materials. Every few months, once the family has filled the shallow pit, the entire arbalou is moved to a new site. Because of its simplicity, the mother of the family can move it herself. Help from the neighbours is always welcome, though. The old pit is now the perfect fertile home for a young tree.
I have an arbalou and I have a deep latrine, but just use the arbalou. We don't use a deep one anymore. It's easy to dig and useful for growing seedlings in it.